Okay, well, we've been having this, you on now?
Yeah.
We've been having this reunion for years and years of the Butler family here in the flat country of South Carolina near Myrtle Beach.
But your mission was accomplished.
And we get more and more people each year because of the popularity of South Carolina and all the family. And here all of a sudden we have an additional need. We need some facilities for waste management. So we'll pick it up in just a little bit.
And that's where, yeah, we just did the leading.
Okay.
All right,
Go
now,
ahead, Jimmy.
Jimmy, you're going to take us on a tour of this new facilities that are to serve the public for the restrooms, is that right?
Tell us the story.
Okay. Can we go over that to the facilities?
Sure.
Okay, let's go do that.
Okay.
And we have here our consultant, Phil, from California, where they know what they're supposed to be doing out there.
From California.
All the way from California, and a construction consultant.
We'll see to it. That
Is
they
he,
So we're gonna-
is he up there with that nigger fella? What's his name?
Our new governor, the Terminator.
Arnold.
The Terminator,
Austrian.
that's right.
Arnold is pure white. Yes.
That's right. But come on, how about give us a tour of your facility over here?
Sure, I
Better
will.
than what we
All right.
had in there.
Yeah,
He's better than what we.
Boy, is that it? Is that what we were talking about?
that's it. Now, what subject did you want to talk about on this? What did you really want to know?
How you did it and everything.
Well, you can look at it and use your imagination. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Now, what constitutes the whole thing is a different thing here.
Well, show us.
Well, first of all, this building was built for the members only in mind.
That's what it
Those
says.
that have any doubt about it can leave a quarter on the counter in there and go on about the business.
Okay.
Okay. It has a little historical fact to it. This old door here was built right after the Civil War. And, sir, if you'll hold this door open.
It's got an automatic closing door. That's the latest technology, right?
Well, this is a duplicate of what was yesterday, only it's been modernized. For environmental protection and everything, we have running water, we have a sewer line for this facilities.
So before you had a toilet, but you didn't have running water.
That
to
was in the
flush it.
olden days, but
Okay.
modernization took over, and so I decided I would finally conspire with them.
Well, Jimmy, did you have an environmental impact report prepared prior to the construction of this facility?
Sir, I might be sorry that I didn't ponder upon that. But no, I did not.
I see. Well, did you have to mitigate any of your land in relation to building the shed, because it took up some space and it has an environmental impact? So usually the county wants you to mitigate land when you do things like that.
Well, nothing hasn't happened yet. Nothing hasn't happened yet. So,
What are they going to do to you? Anything?
so I got a choice of the real thing, modernized version of what that's used for, or you can pick a choice upon whichever. And it is air conditioned building.
That's what the holes are in the side there.
God, Pete, I just got a hunk of wax out of my ear. Anyway, now we take a look at the septic tank system.
Well,
Unless you
first of all, what was wrong with just coming around the back of the barn there and just letting it go right there?
Well, I got
Why you
called
need
one day and my wife put a quit to that. Now my wife, she helped me build this. She brought the lumber to me as I was putting it up. And but she says I'm not going to ever use it. But if I have to get her drugged up one day, I'm going to get her in here and I'm going to snap a picture and I'll present it to you.
So this is fully functional.
Fully functional. Right.
That's good.
You were going to tell us about the drain field or something?
Yes. Well, you have any questions to ask me, just feel
What's a
free.
drain field?
Huh?
What is a drain field?
A field line.
Field line.
Right.
Fertilized the grapes while you at it.
It has a submerged tank. That's my sugar cane right there. I got it right there.
Does that sort of sweeten the outflow?
I'll plant it next spring. That's good. I got bank it. I got put. Anyway, the tank submerged in the ground there, and this field line runs from here to here, and this is filled with rock in there, complying with the right dimensions of rock. So I figure, see, this won't be used but about once a year, on occasions like today. Now, if we come out here today and if enough people use this today, and we see water starting to come up out of the ground, then I'm going to know that I'm going to probably have to continue my field line out a little bit further.
Field testing.
Right.
It's been field tested then, right?
Well,
Is that correct?
That's the proper way to do things, yeah.
Okay.
Well, in California, though, we usually do a percolation test. The engineers come out and have to test the soil for permeability and its ability to leach off fluids and, you know,
Well, we got good soil here.
Same thing.
We got good soil here. I mean, we probably got 40 feet of topsoil, don't we?
40 feet of topsoil.
Or 20 feet then.
No,
10
no,
feet?
no,
How much
no,
topsoil you got?
12 inches of topsoil.
12 inches.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you go down there a foot or so there and you start getting old clay.
Okay.
See right yonder, there's a sample of yonder. That's some old clay that's down there. When you dig about that deep, you start running into clay.
Okay. That's not good then.
Well, Jimmy, this looks like an excellent job.
Some people would start.
This is very good construction.
Did DHEC give you a permit yet or what?
No, I think the tax man's going to come by and say, look here, we're going to put it on record. And
They're going to tax you?
And then time the inspector comes by, he's going to ask me that I get a permit to build it. And I'll say, no, I did not. But I'm already paying taxes on it. Now, you want me to continue to pay taxes, or you all want to come tear the damn thing down?
Okay.
I mean, pick your choice.
Makes sense to me.
Yep. And in conclusion, you have any other comments, Bob?
Well, you know, since time began, we've always had this need for government to handle our affairs while we're busy working. And you've always got a case where the government has to protect people from other people, and now we're getting into protecting people from themselves. And you know, there are many days ago, I remember as a native of South Carolina that we had outdoor privies that was built across the Waccamaw, and it was actually city sanctioned, where you had privies built across the Waccamaw, and whatever you used the privy, of course, the remains went directly into the Waccamaw River. Now, of course, we can't do that sort of thing. We now have commodes that, you know, they have lesser water for each flush, and sometimes you do one thing and the flush works, and you do another thing and the flush doesn't work so well. You may have to flush it twice. And I understand on the drawing boards we got 2 commodes in each bathroom. One, you do one thing on one commode. When you have the urge to do something else, you switch right quick to the other commode so the government can handle both commode permits, and of course they get more money in for doing that. But we're always going to have a case where there's a problem where the government is intermingling with society, where we're going to have to protect ourselves against ourselves and ourselves against our own self. So the government's got to be there. There's no way to get rid of them. But now, you know, in finality, let me point this out. We know in administering government regulations there should be no partiality. However, here's a case right here, a good, great case study where you're going to have to think very carefully whether you're going to have to require this man to have a permit or not. Because there may be a case where partiality is the right thing to do. Thank you very much, and we hope you have a nice day.
And from the West Coast,
From the West
are you
Coast.
advanced like that too, where you're going to have 2 toilets out there like we do?
Well, we do have 2 toilets, and I don't know whether we're taxed on them or not. But we have a problem with birds out on the West Coast. You see, you're not allowed to build where these little birds are, and if the birds are mating, then it's a serious matter if you build on it. It's actually a punishable by crime matter, and the birds are called gnat catchers because they apparently catch gnats at night. And don't say
You
that
need
real
some of
fast,
those around
please.
here, don't you?
Well, boy, I'm telling you here, I'm learning some stuff here.
Well,
Can you
now
get some of
here's
those birds out here?
Herein is the problem. In Southern California, the gnatcatchers are protected endangered species because they're supposed to be so rare. But if you go right across the border to Mexico, where they're allowed to just be in peace, they're proliferant. There's hundreds of thousands of them. Yet in California, they're protected. And in Mexico, they're not. And it's side by side on the borders there. So recently we had some large fires, and it pretty much solved the gnatcatcher problem because all that was left was barbecued gnatcatchers. And so if you really get hungry, and of course they're gone now, but you can go down to Mexico and barbecue all the gnatcatchers you want. Just don't bring them up to Southern California because we don't want them released where we can't build anymore. That's
Right.
conclusion.
Thank you guys.
Well, to sum it all up, I appreciate your information on it, because me being an old Southern fella here. And I'm glad we don't have the dilemma that some of these people's got here on the natural disasters that happen. But down here we've been kind of free of all of that, and so we only comply by instinct. And to build one of these deals here, I'm quite sure that you'll get the instinct that comes out pretty good.
Thank you very much.